Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on our latest all-new edition of the Milford Informer. Once again, I am your host and Milford TV's Executive Director, Tim Coet. Well, things are really picking up pace here in the Milford community and really everywhere for that matter as we enter into another holiday rush. Everyone gearing up for the Thanksgiving holiday to come next week. But in the meantime, we invite you to sit back and enjoy our top stories for this past week. We have two stories that we're featuring for you this week, including details on an exciting event being hosted by our friends at the Oddball Foundation coming up this weekend. And we also have a brand new installment of our Biz Buzz show in partnership with the Tri-County Regional Chamber of Commerce. So without further ado, let's share with you tonight's top stories. Next up on the Milford Informer, we're joined by a familiar face here on Milford TV. He's been a guest of ours several times now over the past couple of years, and so we've had a chance to get to know Jason Wright, the president of the Oddball Foundation. Jason, welcome back to the Milford Informer. Good to actually see you face to face this time.
Tim, it's all been Zoom, so this is really awesome to have to be in studio. So it's very, very fun. Nice couches, really comfortable.
We try to make it comfortable in here.
I feel comfortable, like I podcast a lot and I sit in like a steel chair. So
yeah, well, this is a little bit of an upgrade.
This is a little bit of an upgrade, yeah.
Well, we're happy to have you joining us again. Of course, we've had you on a few times in the last couple of years to talk about different events related to the Oddball Foundation, which does some great work here in the area. For folks who maybe have not had a chance to hear from you before, tell us a little bit about what the Oddball Foundation is all about.
Well, thanks, Tim. So Oddball Foundation is a 501c3 for mental health advocacy. We were created during COVID. A little bit before COVID, a lot of people were not doing much because we couldn't do much, and I wanted to start something. Oddball Magazine was going for a while, and then Oddball Show, and then we also had put out a couple of books with Oddball Magazine Publishing. And I wanted to put everything all together, and I also wanted to do some events. I wanted to bring some stuff out in the communities, organize like poetry events and music events and workshops and all that kind of stuff. So started something. Oddball Foundation. So I was able to create it during 2020. I had a really great person I'd like to shout out real quick. Her name is Karen Morrison. I put out a Facebook message and I was like, hey, I want to start something with Oddball. And she actually believed in me enough to want to start as co-founder of Oddball Foundation. We actually wrote the bylaws together. And the articles of incorporation. So she's a major part. So I really am grateful for Karen.
And obviously, sort of at the core of what you do within the Oddball Foundation, it's just a great combination of using different forms of artistic expression and also in a way to help raise awareness for mental health advocacy.
Yeah, well, so, I love doing that. I've been doing that for Oddball Magazine has always been this conduit of free expression, letting people just be themselves through poetry and art and photography and all that kind of stuff. And we've been existing online for 10 years. And that's kind of me and shout out to Chad Prento, my associate editor. We have been growing this thing, and it's very independent of other poetry journals and prolific. We've been doing it 10 years, 3 times a day for 10 years. I just celebrated my 500th poem, which is pretty cool. So that means we've been doing it for 500 weeks. So that's a lot if you think about it. And so Oddball Show, so I started really starting to speak up about my mental health and when I became a part of NAMI and In Her Own Voice. And when I became a part of NAMI In Her Own Voice, and then I became a certified peer specialist and really started to advocate for myself, because one part of being a certified peer specialist in mental health is to be a change agent, and that's probably the favorite part of being a change agent is actually changing the perspectives of what people have mental health issues that you think that they can do, because I feel like there's a barrier there, what people see and what people can actually do with a mental health issue. So I'm really just... I don't like to be the smartest person in the room, so I like to have, on Oddball Show, I like to have psychiatrists and really accomplished mental health advocates and people who are making major change in the industry.
Your organization is continuing to bring a lot of diverse events to the surrounding communities here. You're coming off of a really successful festival earlier in the fall, where there was a lot of attendance, a lot of great activities going on there, and now just kind of bringing a new dimension with a completely different style of event here coming up in November. So again. A little bit of a name change from the type of event that you remember from your youth. So
Yeah.
you're calling it the Gobble Wobble, which is
Yeah.
just a much more family friendly and certainly a timely title with this event happening close to the
Close to
Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving,
holiday.
right? Yeah. So like, it's just gonna be a lot of fun. I mean, organizing events is like, hey, hope this happens. You know, my philosophy is field of dreams. You know, if you build it, they will come. And who was the guy? Was it Morgan Freeman? Was that it? He's never steered anyone wrong. So if you build it, they will come. You know, kind of like that thing. So I set a date and hopefully people come. We're gonna really give out some good event. You know, good. We have the KBK silent auction for sports memorabilia coming. They've been great to us. They were part of the Michael Cherry Memorial Walk and the 5K and all that stuff. So the KBK sports thing. So and then also like we're gonna have like advocacy organizations and things like that come but the thing is like the first, second, and third prizes people are gonna win prizes, and the kids K through 12 they can enter for free. So they can just come to this event. Like, we're not going to like, hey, what's your parents' email? You know, that kind of thing. And like, we're not going to do that. I don't care about that kind of stuff. We just want you to come, K through 12, come to the event, shoot, have fun. The kindergarten kids, I don't know if they'll play basketball. I don't know if they can. Maybe they can. I don't know. And then like elementary kids, they will do their own thing, whatever. They'll probably be on their phones. And then like the middle school kids, hopefully they'll play and they'll be in the trophies and stuff. And they're entered to win a trophy. And then same thing with the high school kids. But then the adults who want to play, they will be registered for actual prizes and stuff. And then like the end, we're going to do a 3-point shootout. So I'm just like hoping to be a part of it. I know I'm not going to be a part of the event, but I kind of just want to play in the event.
Well, you've got your basketball there with you here.
Yeah,
here
yeah.
Today.
I brought it as a prop.
This just underscores
It's a prop.
the importance of basketball in your life and tied into this event.
I love basketball. Yeah.
So again, just to run through all of the particulars. So Oddball Foundation, the first annual Gobble Wobble Free Throw Fest. It's coming up. It's happening on Saturday, November 18th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. As Jason mentioned, at Qualters Middle School, which is located at 240 East Street in Mansfield, so not too far away here from the Milford community. Registration to compete in the Free Throw Fest is $10. There'll be prizes awarded to the winners. Also, a silent auction involved in this event. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
So that's really cool. So, the sports, there's gonna be. I can actually ask them for like they're just really cool. It's called the company's called KBK Sports. They've been really good for us. They really support nonprofits and they've been incredible since the Michael Cherry Memorial Walk, since the 5K, since Oddball Festival. So we really want to have them come but it's right before the holidays and you can get like really good sports memorabilia, really cheap. Like if no one bets on it, right, you can get like something for $50, you know, and like or $25. You know, so that's great. And basically, you just go up, you put your name, and like, I want this Larry Bird signed thing, and then come up and write like, $25, whatever, maybe more than that. And then someone writes $26, you know, and that's how the silent auction works. Also, we're gonna do like a raffle, which is a fun thing too. I don't know, we're gonna get some. I'd like to get like a golf thing, you know, or like a couple restaurant gift cards and stuff. You know, anyone who wants to help, you know, give us stuff for the raffle, it's great. We've been trying to, you know, ask for donations and things like that. The thing about, I mean, Tim, we've had some support, but a lot of this stuff has been like grassroots, like not scraping, but you know, like we're just not like getting like these major grants that say like, you know, 500, whatever, you know, money. We're not getting that, but that's fine. Like we're okay. Like Oddball Magazine has been on the air online for like 10 years and existed for 25 years, and I've just kind of been an underground person. And if you know, kind of thing, and that's cool if you know. And I'm like Oddball Magazine is free online. You know, if you know, that's kind of thing. And the podcast is available if you know. And I suck at social media, so I don't really even try. So like that kind of stuff. But Oddball Foundation, we are trying to make an impact in the community. We are trying to collaborate with other nonprofits. I think it's really important because although this is like a fun event, there's still going to be advocacy organizations like Moore is going to be there, who was at Oddball Festival, and we're hoping other organizations come. Casa Esperanza has made a commitment to come. NAMI has made a commitment to come. So that's great. So like the fact that these guys are coming, we got a couple, like a really great artist who's coming. Her name is Ava Winter. She's gonna be there, and also like this amazing jewelry, like handcrafted jewelry. She was so nice. That is gonna be on there too. So just like this, like these really great, nice crafters and nonprofit organizations. So that's gonna be fun. And if you were at Oddball Festival, like we had a good vibe there. My friend Nick Atanis, DJ Nick, is gonna be spinning the hits. So it's gonna be fun. You know, he's like a '70s guy, so like his hits are like REO Speedwagon, which I can dig that. But like, you know, like it's gonna be like a really great event, and we're gonna also try and give out some food and stuff. Oh, it's also half of the event is gonna go to the Mansfield Food Pantry. That's one thing I didn't. So we're asking if people want to go, they can bring a non-perishable item to the event, just you know, to support the Mansfield Food Pantry. So. It's a quick turnaround for this event because Oddball Festival took us a long time to do. So I'm really hoping this event happens and is like a success. And you never know as an event planner, like things can be good or things can be bad. So far, everything that I've planned so far has been pretty successful. And you know, that's all. Tim, you've been great in helping me since the get-go. Appreciate it. You know, I always appreciate when someone sees value in what I'm doing. So.
Well, we certainly do what we can to get the word out, and that's exactly why we have you here today. So, you know, once again, the Oddball Foundation's first annual Gobble Wobble Free Throw Fest. It's coming up on Saturday, November 18th. Tickets can be purchased for the Free Throw Fest on Eventbrite. We'll be sharing details for how you can connect to that Eventbrite on your screen. Food, fun, art, and advocacy. That is what the Oddball Foundation is bringing to the table for this event. So again, we encourage everyone to learn more and purchase tickets in advance through the Eventbrite link on your screen. And just a great event in anticipation of the Thanksgiving holiday, the first annual Gobble Wobble Free Throw Fest being brought to you by the Oddball Foundation. Should be a great time, Jason. We certainly wish you the best for this event, man, and everything on the horizon for the Oddball Foundation.
Thank you, Tim.
And as always, thank you so much for joining us.
You're a good man, Tim. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
And we're at HealthSource of Milford, and with me today is Dr. Mark Medeiros, and thank you for meeting with us.
Oh, no problem. I appreciate it.
That's awesome. So, how long has the business been in Milford?
It's been here since January of 2019.
Yeah, so it was right before COVID hit.
Right.
So that was fun times there for a year or so, right?
Right.
Scary times. But I know a lot of people know this as you can get your chiropractic services done here, but you do a lot more than that here, right? So you have a lot more services and
yes. In addition to doing chiropractic, we do other things to help support people through different stages of injuries. We carry supplements here that we prescribe for people. You know, if they have an acute injury, we have supplements that help with that. Once they get better, then we have supplements that help with tissue repair. We also do therapeutic exercise for people, and we have physiotherapy modalities that we use, electrical muscle stimulation, which helps to reduce muscle spasm and pain, ultrasound, which helps to improve circulation and to reduce soft tissue adhesions in the spinal joints. So we just don't adjust the spine. We offer other services that help to enhance the experience here.
you do spinal screenings also here, right?
Right. We can do spinal screenings. When we do a spinal screening, that gives us a general idea of a person's posture and where they may be having a problem. We're probably one of the fewer x-ray offices in the city or around here that has an x-ray machine. And it's a digital x-ray, so we can take x-rays and get an image right away and let the patient know what's going on. Yeah.
And And I know you do the DOT physicals.
Yes, we also do DOT physicals. A lot of people aren't aware that chiropractors can do the physicals as well. Massachusetts is a state that allows that. Some states don't allow chiropractors to do DOTs, but Massachusetts is one state that does offer that.
So if they can't get an appointment with their regular doctor for that physical, they can make an appointment here. There's a chance they'll probably get in faster here.
Right. Yeah. Usually most people comment to me that other medical facilities that offer the DOT, usually they charge a lot more. I think right now we're getting $75. I think people have mentioned that other places get $150, $200. So.
And you have to have that if you're driving a truck or if you're...
Yes. Yeah, they have to have a medical card in order to drive, and there's certain criteria they have to meet. People that have blood pressure problems or diabetic problems, people that are healthy, it's a 2-year renewal, but people that have health problems, depending on what the health problem is, they can only get renewal for a year.
Gotcha. That's good to know.
Yep.
So let me see what else, guys. Health insurance. So do you guys accept health insurance?
We accept almost every insurance known to man. Yeah. Sometimes somebody might come in with an obscure one that we've never heard of, and we'll get credentialed with it. So we take Blue Cross, Medicare, Mass Health, Tufts, Harvard Pilgrim, Cigna, Aetna, just about every.
You cover all of them. That's good too. So if your insurance covers chiropractic care, chances are that.
Right. So what we do in most cases when a potential new patient calls, we ask them to pull out their insurance card, read the ID number, and we verify. We help in that process. We let them know before they come in. Okay, you have 20 visits per year. You have a co-payment of 20.
So you figure it all out from all right.
Yep.
How would people make an appointment? Do you do walk-ins? Do they have to call? Can they do online?
We have people walk in during the week. We usually have a couple people. They see us in the plaza here and they wander in. If there's nobody here, we take them. If we have a couple people ahead, we tell them there might be a little bit of a wait. If they can't wait, we'll try to get them in the same day. So we're very, very flexible with
So you're more flexible than when you go to the nail salon.
Right, exactly.
All right, so tell everybody what's your address.
Our address is 138 South Main Street, suite number 14 here in the Milford Square Plaza. Yeah. I tell everyone we're across from the McDonald's and the CVS, and we're right next to the Garden Restaurant.
Oh, there you go. There are 3 good ones, 3 good landmarks.
Yeah.
For high school football fans here in the area, all eyes are squarely on the Milford High School football team as the Scarlet Hawks continue their march towards what they hope will be a Super Bowl berth. If so, it would be their first Super Bowl appearance in exactly 20 years, with Milford's last Super Bowl appearance happening all the way back in 2003. Milford has been in the midst of a spirited run through the Division III MIAA playoff tournament. We've had a chance to cover Milford every step of the way so far in that playoff run, and so let's share just a few of the highlights from Milford's first 2 rounds of playoff competition.
Now under 5 minutes to play in quarter number 1 in this Division III round of 16 matchup. Fake the handoff to Arujo this time. Wide open grab up the middle. And down all the way to the 27-yard line. Thomas Souza with the reception. Streaming on YouTube and MilfordTV.net. Second quarter getting underway again. Daughtry in some big-time trouble, and he is sacked once again. Andrew Rivera brings him down all the way back at the 40-yard line, where it will be 4th down and very long for the Knights. Don't see a lot of the Davenport teams these days with the new format. Here's Buckley looking to throw, completes the pass to Rivera, uses a stiff arm, now tiptoes his way around a defender, and he is in for the touchdown. A 26 yard touchdown reception for Andrew Rivera. Back to the ground game, back to Arujo, who goes into the end zone untouched for his second rushing touchdown of the game. This one from 7 yards out. Buckley again will throw, has some time, looking deep down the near sideline, complete to Kamara, and he is in. Touchdown, Scarlet Hawks. A 32-yard touchdown reception for Ish Kamara. Milford continues to build this lead. Continues to stay out there. This time it's Rivera in motion. Buckley takes it himself, stays on his feet, spins off a tackle, and he is in. Touchdown, Scarlet Hawks. From 7 yards out, Jack Buckley tacks on the first score of this game on the ground to give Milford the lead at 6-0. Able to put some good pressure on Buckley on this possession, which will end here in a punt on 4th and 26. McGee angling that punt towards the near sideline. Milford able to keep it out of the end zone. And they do indeed drop it down just inside the goal line. What an outstanding play for the Scarlet Hawks special teams. A little pitch and catch there for the Scarlet Hawks to down that ball at the 1. Zoli looking towards the far sideline. It's intercepted. Intercepted by Jason Stokes. Crosses towards the near sideline, spins out of bounds right in front of his teammates on the Milford bench. A big play in the secondary for Jason Stokes as that ball was badly underthrown by Frizzoli, and an easy pick for Stokes. So now they fake the handoff to Arujo, throw over the middle, wide open to Thomas Souza, stays on his feet, he's going to carry a defender into the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Hawks. A 45-yard touchdown pass from Buckley to Thomas Souza. And the Scarlet Hawks get back on the scoreboard at 16-3 with the point after pending. Back here, it's 4th down and 2 for Milford, back out of the timeout. Offense staying out there. The pitch back to Arujo, who has a wide open lane to the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Hawks. An 18-yard rushing touchdown for Nick Arujo. Flawless execution, the delay by Buckley, the pitch back to Arujo, and nothing but green grass in front for the 18-yard strike.
An impressive run through the MIAA playoff tournament so far for Milford. Victories against a couple of Hockomock League rival teams in Stoughton in the round of 16 and North Attleboro in the round of 8 to once again position Milford just one win away from a trip to Gillette Stadium. That game is taking place on Friday, November 17th with a 6 p.m. kickoff at a neutral site at Bridgewater Raynham High School. So if you're joining us on our premier airtime, that game is happening as we speak, and we're happy to report that we are in person down at Bridgewater Raynham High School covering that action for you. You can catch it live, as you always can, on our YouTube feed over at youtube.com/MyMilfordTV, and also broadcasting live on our educational channel as well as our Verizon HD channel as well. So again, if you're joining us on our premier airtime, that game is already a good way in progress, so head over to enjoy the exciting conclusion of that game. And of course, as always, all of our games are available immediately after they finish to stream anytime over on YouTube, and we'll also have all of those playoff games as well as all of our sports coverage from this fall season available in our regular programming on our educational channel as well as our HD channel. So plenty of ways to take in not only that big semifinal playoff game, but also all of our fall sports coverage from the last couple of months. It's been an exciting fall season. It's been a great time covering the Milford football team in the playoffs, and we're looking forward to having another exciting game and potentially Milford advancing on to the Super Bowl. We certainly wish the team well as they battle Walpole in that semifinal game. I'm sure we'll put some finishing touches on our coverage of this fall sports season end this football playoff run on our next edition of the Milford Informer, so we highly encourage you to tune in to our next edition, which will likely take place in the month of December. With the holidays coming up here in the next week or so, we'll likely get off of our typical Informer schedule, but we'll have another edition for you coming up in the early days of December, so make sure you stay tuned for that coming up in a couple of weeks from now. But that's going to wrap things up for this edition of the Informer. We thank you as always for joining us, and from all of us here at Milford TV, this is Tim Coet saying have a great week and have a great Thanksgiving holiday. So long, everybody.